Hello, beautiful soul. Yes, you, the one who's been quietly wrestling with doubt, replaying conversations in your head, second-guessing your worth because someone didn't applaud you, didn't affirm you, or worse, ignored you. Let me tell you something today that might just change everything. You don't need their approval. You don't need their compliments. You don't need to be liked to be valuable. Because your worth was never designed to be held hostage by the opinions of others. From childhood, most of us are taught to strive, to perform, to be seen, to be praised. A good grade gets a gold star. A pretty dress gets a compliment. A good deed gets applause. We begin to confuse being seen with being worthy. But the truth is, human love is fickle. One day, people cheer your name. The next, they forget you. One mistake, one flaw, and suddenly you are no longer the favorite. Do you really want to build your identity on something so unstable? Cling to this truth. You were not made to chase approval. You were created to walk in purpose. Think of the most celebrated people in history: Jesus, Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, Malala. Did they chase applause? No, they endured rejection to stand for something greater. They were misunderstood, insulted, even imprisoned. But they understood their identity. They knew who they were. And do you? Let's pause. Why do compliments feel so good? Because they temporarily soothe our insecurity. But the problem with depending on them is that they're like sugar, sweet for a moment but they don't nourish. In fact, they create a craving, an addiction. You begin to live for likes, for validation, for applause, and soon, you can't even hear your own voice anymore. You lose yourself in the noise of what others think you should be. Hear this: you are not the sum total of compliments, likes, retweets, or applause. You are not how many people follow you. You are who God says you are. Now let's talk about real love, God's love. While human love says, "I love you because you're useful," God's love says, "I love you because you're mine." While people love you when you perform, God loved you before you ever did a thing. Before you got it right. Before you proved your worth. Before you became successful, you were already loved, and nothing can separate you from that love. Not your flaws, not your failures, not your past. So why keep chasing shadows when the light already embraces you? How you think about yourself will change the course of your entire life. Your thoughts shape your words. Your words shape your actions. Your actions shape your destiny. If you believe you're worthless, you'll act like it. If you believe you're unloved, you'll push others away. If you believe you're a mistake, you'll live below your potential. But the moment you begin to see yourself through God's eyes, things change. Suddenly, you walk taller. You speak bolder. You treat yourself and others with respect. Because you know who you are. You are chosen. You are called. You are worthy. You are enough. People will always have opinions. Too loud. Too quiet. Too fat. Too skinny. Too ambitious. Not ambitious enough. If you let every voice define you, you'll be a confused echo of other people's expectations instead of being your authentic self. You weren't created to meet every standard. You weren't created to make everyone comfortable. You were created for a specific assignment, and it requires boldness and clarity. So stop allowing people's opinions to rent space in your mind for free. You're not a people pleaser. You're a purpose chaser. And maybe you're saying, "But I've made so many mistakes. I've let people down. I've let myself down." Can I remind you of something powerful? God is not done with you. In fact, He's just getting started. Every mistake you've made, He can turn into a message. Every setback you've faced, He can use as a setup. Every painful moment you've endured, He can birth purpose from it. Your life is not over. It's only just beginning. Your story doesn't end in shame, it rises in grace. Forget the losses. Forget the betrayals. Forget the people who didn't see your worth. Forget the past you can't undo. You can start again. Today is fresh. This moment is sacred. Don't allow your heart to become a graveyard of regrets. Don't let your mind become a prison of old wounds. Break free. Dust yourself off. Lift your head. Square your shoulders. You're not a victim, you're a vessel. You're not a mistake, you're a miracle. You're not behind, you're right on time for what God is about to do next in your life. Now listen closely, this one's tough love. Stop throwing a pity party and inviting no one but your doubts and fears. Self-pity is a trap. It feels warm for a while, like a blanket on a cold day. But it keeps you from moving forward. Don't dwell in ignorance. Don't romanticize suffering. Yes, you've been through pain. Yes, people have failed you. But no, you're not stuck. Refuse to sit in the dark when the light is within your reach. The reality is this: people want to associate with success. The world responds to movement. When you rise, people take notice. Now that's not a reason to become arrogant, but it's a powerful reminder. Don't expect anyone to carry you. Don't wait to be discovered. Start becoming. Start growing. Start investing in yourself. Start showing up with excellence. Start dreaming again. You are a bundle of success. Say that out loud right now. I am a bundle of success. That's not arrogance. That's agreement with the God who created you, equipped you, and called you for greatness. Let's end with a few declarations you can return to every day. I am not defined by people's opinions. I am loved unconditionally by God. I forgive myself for my past. I am walking in purpose. My value is constant. I am being transformed daily. My best days are ahead of me. I am enough. I am aligned with divine purpose. I rise above comparison. I embrace who I truly am. Now, over to you. This is not just a message, it's a mirror. So let's reflect. What part of this resonated most with you? Was it the reminder that your identity is rooted in God's love? Was it the call to stop seeking validation from people? Was it the challenge to stop throwing self-pity parties? Drop a comment below. Tell us, what stood out the most? What lesson hit you hardest? What are you committing to change today? Let's grow together. Let's build a community of people who are no longer approval addicts, but purpose-driven warriors. If this message touched your heart, like it, share it, and most of all, live it. Because you were never meant to be ordinary. You are powerful, you are seen, you are enough, and your time is now.